Joining me now for more on the migration to the border is David Leopold. He's a partner and chair of Ulmer's immigration law practice. He's also the former president of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. He joins us from Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to the broadcast, sir. For the first time in a long time, we have a president who seems to have remarks, comments, and policies that run counter to many of his opponents believe is contrary to what this country is founded for. What's your take on the recent clashes around the border?
Well, you know, what you said is very well put. The whole point of the country was as a safe haven originally. America's tradition is a welcoming nation. We are a nation that abides by the rule of law and abides by international agreements such as those that require us to consider asylum claims. Frankly, I'm appalled that you have a situation where the president threatens these migrants, these refugees, these people who are fleeing horrific violence and terror in their home countries and are merely coming to ask for asylum. The law is pretty clear that people have the right to ask for asylum at the U.S. border. So the threats, the ire that is stirred in the president, it's despicable. I'm sad to say.
Well, we heard from Jeff Sessions. We also heard from other cabinet officials saying that they will deal with this issue in an expeditious manner, in an effective manner. What do you think will be the actual policies towards these migrants?
Well, Jeff Sessions, you know, trained in the U.S. Senate for years and years to be the anti-immigrant extremist attorney general that he is. This man has no regard for people who are seeking safe haven. This man's vision of America, Jeff Sessions' vision of America, is of an all-white nation. Don't kid yourself. This is racial. This is about keeping people of color out and kicking those people of color who are in the country out of the country. I think what we need ultimately is a new administration. We aren't going to get that for a couple of years because the election is until 2020. But I think what we need is a new Congress, a Congress that will actually do its job and investigate some of the excesses of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, the excesses of the Department of Homeland Security's other agencies on immigration, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Customs and Border Protection. Those are the people at the border. And frankly, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services that is trying to shut down business in this country.
Well, David, do you think the presence of the migrants caravan on the border will affect U.S.-Mexico relations, which are already, as some argue, strained by what's going on, the remarks by the two presidents?
No, I don't think so. First of all, let's talk numbers here. You're talking about a very small number of people. You're talking about 176 people, as I understand it, in this quote-unquote caravan. That's hardly going to affect the relations of two countries. But what affects the relations between the United States and Mexico is a president who started his campaign, Trump, by calling Mexicans rapists and murderers and criminals before he was even nominated by the Republican Party and, of course, before he was elected. And that has been the theme of this presidency ever since he took the oath of office. That has a greater impact not only on the relations between the United States and Mexico, but between the United States and all other freedom-loving nations. Because how is that for an American president to speak, for an Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, to act, for the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kirstjen Nielsen, to threaten prosecution when people are merely doing what the law allows them to do? Refugees are allowed to ask for asylum.
David Leopold, partner and chair of Ulmer's immigration law practice. Thanks so much for your insight.